It's for me to decide a person can get the best possible scenario, and he makes sure that there's nothing left over so he can get into Allah. Isn't it true? We have seen in our lives. I mean, in the most wise, Wall Street, minds, and end up getting into a loss. The Quran says the end result is in my hand. It's all in your hand. So what Allah wants from us as Muslims, what He wants, He said, "Oh, human being." Quran is saying this in this Quran. Allah is saying, listen. What does it mean? If Allah is the one who's going to do all the results, so do we need to get involved into the process? Yes, you need to do that. You can't just go back, go to home, and go to sleep. What's going to happen is going to happen. No, you got to work. Quran says, فَامْشُوا فِي مَنَاكِبِهَا وَكُلُوا مِنْ رِزْقِهِ. You have to hurry. I mean, you have to work. Because it's order of Allah. But the result of this process is in the hands of Allah. This is the base which Allah wants us to fix into our mind. That the result of your practices, the result of your efforts, the result of your work, it's in my hand. I'm the one who would decide what you get. So Allah, what is the thing which is going to make us successful? The thing is, if you are connected with me and you listen to me, so any process which you do, you'll be successful in that. But if you're disconnected with me and you do any process, end up in a failure. Because I'm the one who decides what is the end result of your work. That's not what you decide, that's what I decide. End result, I decide. If you're connected with me and you listen to what I say, which is beneficial for you, and you're in tune with me, so the end result of this process will be what you want. In fact, more than what you want. I'll give it to you. But if you are disconnected with me and you do not listen to what I say, for some time I will let your process flourish, and then I will break it down. That's what the Quran says. The first ayah which tells us, وَلَوْ أَنَّ أَهْلَ الْقُرَىٰ آمَنُوا وَاتَّقَوْا. You are in tune with me and you are doing your process. لَفَتَحْنَا عَلَيْهِمْ بَرَكَاتٍ مِّنَ السَّمَاءِ وَالْأَرْضِ. I'll open up the doors of rizq, sustenance, wealth, heavens and the earth. أفتح لك عليك. وَإِذَا خَالَفْتَنِي. But if you disobey me and you think that the process is the main thing, the process is the actual thing, because of my effort, I'm going to make money out of it. La. If you do this, if this is what you think, then what will happen? فَلَمَّا نَسُوا مَا ذُكِّرُوا بِهِ. They got disconnected with Allah, and they thought that my work and my effort and my thinking and my mind, I'm the one who's running the show. Quran says, فَتَحْنَا عَلَيْهِمْ أَبْوَابَ كُلِّ شَيْءٍ. I will let you flourish for some time. حَتَّى إِذَا فَرِحُوا بِمَا أُوتُوا أَخَذْنَاهُمْ بَغْتَةً فَإِذَا هُمْ مُبْلِسُونَ. Because you disobeyed me, I'll let you flourish, then I'll pull the rugs from your feet. You fall flat on the face. فَقُطِعَ دَابِرُ الْقَوْمِ الَّذِينَ ظَلَمُوا. I'll break your backs. That's what happened to Qarun. You know Qarun? The cousin of Musa alayhi salam. Musa alayhi salam was an extremely destitute, poor guy. He said, "Oh Musa, I got nothing. I'm poor." So Musa alayhi salam said, "Okay, I'll make dua to Allah." So Allah taught him a special deal, even a lot of money. So Musa alayhi salam, Allah said, Musa alayhi salam went to him and said, "You got to give zakat." So the Qarun, what happened? The Quran tells us the story. إِنَّ قَارُونَ كَانَ مِنْ قَوْمِ مُوسَى فَبَغَى عَلَيْهِمْ وآتيناه من الكنوز. We taught him. We gave him some secrets, some niche, how to make money. لتنوء وآتينا من الكنوز ما إن مفاتحه لتنوء بالعصبة أولي القوة. At that time, their money was actual money. They had piles and piles of gold. إذ قال له قومه لا تفرح. He said, listen, don't show off. إن الله لا يحب الفرحين. Allah doesn't like the people who show off. So what was his answer? قال إنما أوتيته على علم عندي بحقي وبكدي. أنا اللي سويت مش أنت يا موسى. أنا اللي سويت. He said, listen, oh Musa, you don't come into my affairs. This is the money which I made by my wisdom, by my smartness. I was wheeling and dealing, and I was the one who made all the secret deals. So I made a lot of money. So I'm the one who did each and everything. You ain't coming and tell me that Allah gave me. No, no, no. Allah is out of the picture. I'm the one who's running the show. أولم يعلم أن الله قد أهلك من قبل من القرون من هو أشد منه قوة وأكثرهم جمعا ولا يسأل عن ذنوبهم المجرمون فخسفنا به وبداره الأرض. When he starts saying that I'm the one who does each and everything, Allah said, oh yeah? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala opened the earth for him. Ya Allah, you say you don't each and everything? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala opened the earth. He started sinking in the earth. He said, oh Musa, help me. He said, no. وما كان له من فئة ينصرون من دون الله وما كان من المنتصرين. Nobody could help him. So my dear brothers, if a person wants to be successful in this life, Allah doesn't stop us from working. Allah doesn't stop us from, doing business and working hard. But you got to understand something, that this process is all controlled by Allah. At the end of the day, business is like a bowl. You know a bowl? You have a bowl. Now you can put food in there. You can put stones in there. It's up to me what I put. So business is like you're taking this bowl in front of Allah. You can put profit. You can put loss. You can put break even. Wise guys making stupid mistakes and losing all their wealth and losing all their savings. Haven't you seen this in our lives? Stupid guys making money. This guy's so stupid, and how come, he makes so much money? He's a giver. So the thing is this, Allah wants what He wants from us. He says, look, do your business and do each and everything. Understand this, I'm the one who's running the show. So what do we need to do? Allah says, you be linked with me. Be in connection with me. And then you do your work. And then you see what will happen when you're in linked with me and you're in connection with me. So whatever process you do, whatever work you do, I'm going to elevate you in that. وَأَنْتُمُ الْأَعْلَوْنَ. But the shart إِن كُنْتُم مُؤْمِنِينَ. I'm going to elevate you in whatever field you're doing in, provided you're linked with me. I'm going to elevate you, whatever work you're doing. You got stuck in a spot. وَمَنْ يَتَّقِ اللَّهَ يَجْعَلْ لَهُ مَخْرَجًا. I'll make place for you to come out of this spot. You're in a tight spot, you can't do anything. Allah said, I'm going to make way for you. وَيَرْزُقْهُ مِنْ حَيْثُ لَا يَحْتَسِبْ. You see all the doors are closed. I'll open doors for you. What to do? What about the people? If you're linked with me, what would happen? Everybody would love you. إِنَّ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ سَيَجْعَلُ لَهُمُ الرَّحْمَنُ وُدًّا. Everybody would love you. أنت مرتبط مع الله. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not like an individual, so the Quran says, وَمَنْ يُهِنِ اللَّهُ فَمَا لَهُ مِن مُكْرِمٍ. When Allah wants to disgrace somebody, nobody can give him respect and honor, brothers. One of my sheikhs in Medina Munawwara, he came and said, I go to an office, and this guy, he treats me bad. So the Shaykh said, he ain't treating you bad. It's Allah who's treating you bad through this guy. تؤتي الملك من تشاء وتنزع الملك ممن تشاء وتعز من تشاء وتذل من تشاء. He's the one who gives respect and he's the one who gives honor. He's the one who disgraces. بيدك الخير. So do not look at the process. Do not look at the people. Do not look at the things. Oh, because of this I lost my business. Or because of this individual I got, disgraced. No, no, no. Allah is the one who is doing each and everything. I did something bad which made him angry. So Allah used him to disgrace me. Allah used him to destroy my business. So the main thing is this. When a person gets connected with Allah, Allah opens the eyes of nur with him. And he sees the reality, which the Quran I read in the morning. Allahu nuru samawati wal ard. You get the nur of Allah, you get the light, divine light of Allah in your heart. That's why it comes in the hadith sahih. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, اتقوا فراسة المؤمن فإنه ينظر بنور الله. Look, beware of the farasa of a mu'min, because he is looking with the nur of Allah, with the divine light he's looking. For me, I'll give you an example. For example, if I take off my glasses and I got a high number, so if I look over there, I see some red light, but I can't read it. But if I put this on, I could see it says exit. So similarly, Allah is saying, put the glasses of the nur of Allah. You see in clarity each and everything. Everything will become clear to you. You will not make wrong decisions in your life. Everything will be perfect. Why? Because you see everything clear. If this is out, you're going to get stuck here. You get stuck with him. You ram into him. And say, oh brother, you're on my way. And I start getting angry at him. Oh, you're on my way. It's not a problem with him or with him or with him. It's a problem that I don't have the eyes. I can't see properly. The mu'min, so Quran and Hadith is saying it. Get the connection of Allah. Get the nur of Allah in your heart. So everything becomes clear to you. So you don't make mistakes in your life. You don't go wrong in your life. All the decisions which you take are correct. Because you see everything clear. You're not making mistakes in your life. Everything is pure. So the question comes, how do we get connected with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? So Allah is saying to our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, He's saying to us too, we are making salat. This is, people would say that I'm making salat. Am I not getting connected with Allah? Of course. We have to understand something. This is as a slave of Allah. We are creation of Allah. We're doing worship. Allah wants us that we need to take one step further. He wants us to be with Him in solitude. خليك مع الله في الخلوة واذكر اسم ربك وتبتل إليه تبتيلا انقطع من المخلوق. خليك مع الخالق, مع Allah. Disconnect from all the creation. You and Allah alone. Me and Allah alone. Yeah. That's what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You cannot disconnect from all the creation. So where is he going? On the top of Mount Hira. And he's sitting over there. It takes, I tried once to go on top. It takes you 2.5 hours at least. I try to make a way to go upstairs. Just to see an idea how our Prophet Muhammad alayhi salatu wasallam used to go up. Why would he need to be so far away from the creation? And 1400 years ago, why would he be so away? Hadith al-Bukhari says, حُبِّبَ إِلَيْهِ الْخَلَاص. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put into my heart that I need to be away from all the creation. I need to be alone. Person says, I'm lonely. Lonely is different from being in solitude. Lonely, you're alone. Solitude, you're with your Rabb. He's saying that I want to be away from all the people. So he goes on this hiking trail on the top. It's over there. Ibn Hisham says 40 days and would come back, get some food, go back over there again. Tamar wal ma, dates and water. It's over there alone. What is he doing? واذكر اسم ربك. Allah, ايش اسم الرب؟ Allah. Allah. Calling him. Calling Allah. What is the name of your Rabb? I said, say the name of my Rabb. Because when you call somebody, he answers. If you call Allah, for example, Brother Salim, right? So if I say, Brother Salim, say, yes, brother, you'll answer me, right? If I call you, if you're going on the door, I say, Brother Salim, yeah, brother, what you want? I say, Allah, labbaika abdi. Yes, my slave, what do you want? Calling Allah. So Allah is saying to a dear Prophet Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam, you be in seclusion with me. Then in Makkah al-Mukarramah for 13 years, Sahaba, when they would become Muslim, make them sit in seclusion in Dar al-Arqam. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, wahi would come down, and they would sit with Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, listening to the Quran. The Quran would give them the energy, and in seclusion with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, getting connected with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then what happens when a person gets this connection with Allah to the point, لا يزال لسانك رطبا من ذكر الله. Your tongue is always moist. Ya Abdul Rahman ibn Mu'adh, this is, as far as I remember, he's the only Sahabi Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said to him, I love you. Ya Mu'adh inni uhibbuk. I love you. قال يا أوصني يا رسول الله. Ya Rasul, okay, can you give me some advice? What is advice? قال يا معاذ لا يزال لسانك رطبا من ذكر. Constantly your tongue should be saying, your tongue should be moist in the remembrance of Allah. Your mind is constantly in sync with Allah, and your heart is filled with the divine light of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's what the Quran is saying. That's why you need to follow those people whose heart is filled with the light of Allah. Quran is saying, وَلَا تُطِعْ مَنْ أَغْفَلْنَا قَلْبَهُ عَنْ ذِكْرِنَا وَاتَّبَعَ هَوَاهُ وَكَانَ أَمْرُهُ فُرُطًا. You cannot follow the people. وَلَا تُطِعْ مَنْ أَغْفَلْنَا قَلْبَهُ عَنْ ذِكْرِنَا. His heart is devoid of the remembrance of Allah. It has darkness in there. وَاتَّبَعَ هَوَاهُ is following his desires. No, you can't follow these kind of people. You're going to follow somebody? They say, what is the reason people will go to Jannah? Quran tells in sequence. First of all, he says, وَلَقَدْ ذَرَأْنَا لِجَهَنَّمَ كَثِيرًا مِنَ الْجِنِّ وَالْإِنسِ. A lot of people, they'll go to Jannah. Humans and jinns. لِهِ لَهُمْ قُلُوبٌ لَا يَفْقَهُونَ بِهَا. They have hearts, but they don't understand. وَلَهُمْ أَعْيُنٌ لَا يُبْصِرُونَ بِهَا. They have eyes, but they don't see. وَلَهُمْ آذَانٌ لَا يَسْمَعُونَ بِهَا. They have the ears, but they don't listen. أُولَٰئِكَ كَالْأَنْعَامِ. They are like animals. أُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْغَافِلُونَ. They're بَلْهُمْ أَضَلُّ actually. They're animals, they're worse than the animals, because animals, if you show them, they would move away. Sheep and the goat and the horses. But this human being, you tell them, it's bad for you, don't do this. Still he is doing that. Allah says, أُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْغَافِلُونَ, because they're negligent of Allah. Their heart is not linked with Allah. Their mind is not constantly with Allah. Their tongue is not in constant remembrance of Allah. So what is the reason I came from Chicago to brothers? Just to tell this point, just to do a reminder that we need to sit in seclusion with Allah, get connected with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, be in tune with Him. And once when we do that, we see the effects when we sit alone with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and everything starts falling in place. The clarity of the light becomes clear. You take the right decisions. Then the eyes are clear. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah opens the eyes of your heart. إنها لا تعمى الأبصار ولكن تعمى القلوب التي في الصدور. So my dear respected, that's why we will have a place in Chicago also. People come over there, they sit for some time to get connected with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then with this connection, we go and do everything of our work of doing dunya and deen. Then you see, my dear brothers, everything changes. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because then you have the connection of Allah in our lives. then our salat will be not a salat of habit. This salat will become a salat of connection with Allah. Quran is saying, أَقِمِ الصَّلَاةَ لِذِكْرِ. Salat is that I should be in remembrance with Allah, I should be connected with Allah. When we say Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, Allah says in Hadith of Muslim, Hamidani Abdi, my servant has praised me. This is the salat. Okay. Please forgive me, I'm sorry taking time.
No, it's okay, take your time.
So inshallah, we need to get connected with Allah. That's my only thing. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for all of us. And please forgive me for taking so much of your time. Please forgive me for that. I didn't know that. And inshallah, if you get a chance to come to Chicago, come down and visit us. Inshallah, and spend some time over there. And inshallah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will put blessing in that. Subhanallah wa bihamdi, subhanakallah wa bihamdi. Nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Wa sallallahu ala sayyidina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Bi rahmatika ya arhamar rahimin.
جزاك الله خير.
وإياكم.